You need to hear this story in full. This is a story worth hearing. And you can swipe next after 30 seconds if you think I deceived you. This man is the president of El Salvador. He became president in 2019 when he was only 38. His country was the most dangerous country in the world, full of gangs, drugs, and occult groups. His name is President Bukele. But from 2019 to 23, he did magic with his political power, ladies and gentlemen. He initiated a nationwide crackdown on the gangs. He has since then arrested over 40,000 suspects and jailed close to 13,000. He has brought down the country's crime rate to 2.4 homicides per 100,000 in 2023, the second lowest in all of Americas, only behind Canada. He has broken the horns of the occult heads and chained the kingpins of the gangs, and he has just won a second-term election. This is just the beginning for him. What can you tell me about Africa that will make me think that nothing can change on this continent? I promise you this. If there is a political will, there is always a way. Look at how there are people being kidnapped in northern Nigeria every day. Look at all these different terrorist groups springing up on the continent. You want to tell me they are more armed and powerful than a country's military? How can there be so much poverty on the continent in Africa? Abject poverty. No clean water supply to a quarter of African countries. Have you heard of the militias that are killing people in the Democratic Republic of Congo? Mothers and children have been walking for days since it broke out. Do you know how many have died of malaria this year alone? How can this be? If there is real leadership on this land, how can this be? President Bukele in 4 years has silenced the country. And now people can go out any time of the day and handle their business. Children can go to school in peace and mothers can rest their heads. Why can't Burundi be silenced? Why can't Somalia be peaceful? Every day there is a bomb that goes off in Mogadishu. How is that possible? How can this be? Where is the Bukele of Congo and Eritrea? Why are the problems in Africa seen as unsolvable? This cannot be. It is solvable. It is changeable. If democracy can usher in a leader like Bukele and Paul Kagame, then it can work in any country on this continent. Trust me. We, the people of this land, the youth of this continent, we need to wake up. We need to wake the heck up. We cannot all be chasing after visas to the West. You will find a Ghanaian youth looking for visas to Lebanon. How can this be when the Lebanese people have relocated here? People will rather take their chances and die on the Mediterranean Sea or on the Libyan desert to reach Europe than to stay here. How can this be true? Is it true that nothing can change in Somalia? I beg to differ. I don't agree to that. You need to get into politics. The old heads are not going to change their ways. They are power drunk. They are money drunk. They won't change a thing until we force their hands into doing so. So get into politics at any level you can and bring the change that we all need in our communities. Don't be happy to live in the West and talk about the mess back home on the internet every time. I love this continent and I know you do too. It's all we have. It is all that we need and it's where we belong. So do something in your corner before you complain next time, and support this channel to grow by liking and subscribing. We need to grow, ladies and gentlemen, and reach more people as possible. God bless this continent and God send us leaders.